So the name of the game today is move as quickly as possible. We're in a hustle mode. We've been selling a ton of cars since the fire sale, and the boss said 30 cars this week. That's going to be a hard number to hit, but we've got a pretty hefty list. We got a lot of cars here, so we're gonna see what we can make happen. My strategy is always the same: get as many nice cars as I can. I want as much good quality inventory as we can have. But a couple of the things that that I have changed this week is typically I don't buy a lot of front wheel drive cars. Now we're in summertime, so it really doesn't make as big of a difference. But to have just a few more cars in the inventory. Some people prefer front wheel drive instead of an all wheel drive, so I can up the number by just a few by grabbing a couple of nicer front wheel drive cars. Luckily we bought ourselves a little more time being here just a hair earlier this week, and we're gonna use it all. So sometimes these cars have rough brakes, and I like to check the e-brake. This one doesn't have one, but we'll floor it anyway. Can't be that fast, it's a Nissan. It's all right, go ahead and shift. There we go. I got scared. I lifted. So the problem with the WRX, it's a really nice car. They're good looking, but not everybody wants this, right? This is a very niche guy, especially being a manual. But we've had one on the lot, a blue one that we've had for a little bit of time. It was, had some aftermarket stuff done to it, so I think that slowed it down. I'm not sure if this one is still all stock. I think so, but you can never tell with these dang things. It looks good, probably sounds good. Hopefully it drives good. Get in. What'd you say? Check engine light. Well, it's a 23 with 32,000 miles, so it's still under full factory warranty. Well, depending on when it was sold, 23 might be just outside of full factory, but it should still have powertrain. One code found. What's she say? Fuel pump primary circuit, catalyst efficiency. So it's throwing codes because of the exhaust, but with that, no matter how cool it is, we're not gonna want that. That sucks. So with all of these trucks here that they've got, I mean, there's like 26 of the same truck, all same miles, all same year, all same equipment. They're essentially flooding the auction with one type of vehicle, so you're not going to get all of the money for one vehicle, or you would typically get all of the money for one vehicle, but if you're going to send 20 of the same vehicle, there's no chance you're going to get all of the money 20 times, at least not in my opinion. So the odds are we might be able to get a handful of these, or I don't need a handful, but a couple of these for a really good number because they've sent so many of them. It's an opportunity to snag a few while they've lined out a whole bunch. All right, if this one has a check engine light, we're automatically off of it, but I saw in the pictures it looked like it had one, so we'll see. Parking brake was not engaged. Subtle. Oh, no check engine light, we're good. It says the hood is popped even though it's not. Tires are gone. Can't tell if I smell a hint of coolant or not. We'll know more after we come back. No backup camera. Too bad the back tires aren't ready for what I'm about to do. Let's see, it's got a code for ECM power relay de-energization too early. What that sounds like to me is not a problem. She rowdy. Yeah, I'm definitely smelling coolant. Coolant jug is low. Take it back, it's empty. That's a no-go for me. These Rams really don't come up all that often here at this auction, so I like to try to get them whenever I can. At the other auction that I go to, they're normally a decent bit more expensive just because they're known for having them. This one seems to be in good shape. It's a 5.7 Hemi, tires are in good shape. Is this a tail light here? Whole Ram tail light, and I'm sure I'm about to figure out why. Yep, missed. That's all right. We can work with that, I think. Is it pushed in? No, that's how it should be. A little dent there, but that'll be all right. Just tail light. Oh my gosh, somebody had it on heat. We were about to cook, man. Being a CDJR vehicle, it's going to be in a price point that makes a lot of sense for truck owners. Instead of having to pay, you know, $60,000+ for a brand new truck, we can get a truck with a little bit of miles on it and not a ton of features or anything, but just a solid, nice work truck. I don't typically do Buicks. We don't do a ton of them. I don't know if the brand stigma is just old people, but it used to mean luxury and quality. Not to Cadillac's level, of course, but they're nice vehicles. They just don't really seem to sell all too well, but I'm okay with having one or two around. And this is a third row all-wheel drive SUV with leather. It should be what most people are looking for. Well-optioned GM vehicle. Got a little bit of styling to it. A lot of bang for buck, especially for a family that's needing some third row. And if they're needing performance too, I mean, it's not a slouch. We've got a handful of Explorers right now, but they're just so popular. It's probably one of the most well-known third row vehicles. Us being a Ford town, I'd say it's dead. Us being a Ford town, there are a lot of Ford people that like to drive these. This one smells like cigarettes and cinnamon. And it in fact is dead. The perks of the auction. I could carry around the jump box and try to jump everything, and it would just take us forever to be able to look at stuff. So we'll get our eyes on it as it comes through the lane. We do really well with these Durangos. So this is all-wheel drive GT Plus, so it's got lots of features and options, while also being a black top, so it gets the black wheels. Not that just black wheels really makes a huge difference, but heated rear seats, sunroof. This one seats 7 instead of 6. Get a little bit more bang for your buck out of this one.
So out of the 51 cars we had on the list, we secured 8 of them, and of course those got spread across the 2 stores. The first one on the list, we got a 2020 Acura TLX all-wheel drive with technology package. The bid on that was at my number, but the problem with that, of course, every so often you get a seller that wants to negotiate, and the seller was negotiating for a little bit more. So we came a couple $100 past where my original number was, but anything to get the right car. From there, we had a 23 GMC Acadia all-wheel drive SLT. Pretty nice car. It had a little bit of damage to the taillight. That one we got for just a hair under our original number. We were under it by about 200 bucks, and that one they didn't negotiate, so we did well with that. We had a 22 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation. That was a pretty nice truck. It had hail damage marked online, so I think that slowed down some of the online bidders, but being able to put my eyes and hands on the truck, not really seeing much in hail damage. So we got that one for almost $3,000 under our number. But of course, any hail damage we do find, we're gonna have to take care of. From there, we had a 23 Corolla. That was just a nice little economical car. I paid a little bit more for that car than I wanted to. I was about $600 over my original number on it. We had a 2020 Durango GT Plus. It was an all-wheel drive black top. Really nice looking Durango. Those are pretty well our bread and butter. Of course, something we can CPO, but I paid up for it as well, and paid about $1,200 over my number on that one. Next, we had a 21 Equinox Premier, so a really nice unit for our Chevy store. That thing I was about $400 under my number on. So definitely some variations in the vehicles, a little high, a little low. One of the next ones we had was a 23 Ram. This was a classic, so an old body style. It was a 3.6 four-wheel drive truck, so nothing over the top, but a good work vehicle. That was $1,000 under my number. And my last one was a Nissan Versa that I was hoping to get. The bid that I put in was about, the final bid on it was about $1,000 under my number, but the seller countered and they wanted about $3,000 more than what my what the current bid was. So that deal unfortunately didn't go through. A little too far of a stretch, but that's our auction recap. Thanks for watching. If you guys like our auction stuff, leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you want to see, but we really appreciate you watching, and stay tuned for any of the new cars and stuff that we've got going on.